You've got good, good energy knocking at your door. You've got good, good energy. We can make it more. We can make it more. We can make it more. Good energy.
Hi. Hello. My name's Rachel. I just had my 50th birthday a couple days ago. And this is my first tour for kids. And yesterday I almost made the 122, but I stopped at the 90K mark, which is the farthest I've ever been. But I'm really happy to be standing here because 6.5 years ago I was diagnosed with breast cancer. So being here after my 50th birthday was something I was not sure I was going to actually do. So I'm happy that I've got sore legs and that I'm riding here with all of you today. I can't imagine being a cancer survivor, what it's like to have cancer as a child. It boggles my mind. And I can't imagine what it's like to be a parent of a cancer child. And so this is really important for me as much as I know it's really important for you to be here. One of the things I learned when I was going through treatments was that there's unbelievable power in strangers. When something terrible happens in your life, you can count on your family and your friends, and you know that they will be there from beginning to end, and my family and friends were. But unbelievably to me was the number of strangers who helped me on my way. And those strangers started with the doctors and nurses who I didn't know, obviously, who helped me every day through those treatments where they stick a needle in your vein, and they pump this red chemo drug into you for 3 hours, and they're smiling and being friendly and chatting, and they're making that horrible experience an unbelievably positive experience. And those doctors who see you and they really talk to you, and you know they've got hundreds of other patients, but they make you feel so welcome and good, even though you're going through something horrible. But they're strangers, and they're working so hard for you. And then there's all those researchers who are in the background, also strangers, working so hard day and night, their whole lives, trying to come up with a cure for people like me. And then there's the organizers of events like this who take time out of their lives to help strangers. And most importantly, there's people like you who are strangers to most of the people who will benefit from what you're doing here today. You are raising thousands of dollars, millions, and you're getting up early on wet, rainy, boiling hot days, and you're riding to do this tour, and you give up time with your family and friends to be here for a bunch of strangers, and yet we are so thankful for what you do. Two strangers who made my life during my treatments an amazing journey were a gentleman, Mr. Jeff Rushton, and Steve Menzie. right in the middle of my treatments. I just almost finished chemo and I was going into radiation. And I had the opportunity to go and see Lance Armstrong speak at an event in Toronto, and I was so thrilled. And at that event, I met Jeff and Steve, and the next day I got a phone call from Jeff, and Jeff said, "Hey, I'm going next week to Lance Armstrong's Ride for the Roses, and I'd like you to come with me, and I'd like you to take my place at that event," so that I got to go and experience the most amazing event that I thought was possible. Because next to this is the amazing event now. And I got to go experience that because two strangers just helped me out. And I knew nobody there, and Jeff and Steve took me under their wing, and they were wonderful. And I had an amazing time. And I became so powerful out of that event. It really helped me through the rest of my treatments, and it helped me shape the rest of my life. And I'd like to say, actually, there were a couple of strangers yesterday that really helped me through as well. Like Ron and Brad and a whole bunch of other people that came up and hugged me when I was a little verklempt at the rest stops. But anyway, I just want to say to all of you, from me and all the kids that are out there that you're riding for, you guys are the best bunch of strangers. Thanks very much.
It's a choice, it's recreating a community, and that's what you're doing. You're going to bring up the Gatti family, survivors, volunteers, incredible, compassionate people. They kind of represent the essence of what the organization is about. This young man was fighting for his life a few years ago. Now he makes me look short and his dad look shorter. So over to you.
Thanks, Jeff. Just to add on to Rachel's story, when we find ourselves in a situation like ours, it's truly about friends, family, and it becomes a team to pull you through the whole situation. And it was true in our case. Family, friends, strangers came together. And for me, one of the coolest things was joining this whole group 4 years ago. Seeing a lot of the same faces in the group, new faces, new friends along the way. It's fantastic. So keep it up. It's a great cause. And I'd really like to just give a quick thank to the volunteers. I spent yesterday volunteering. It's a lot easier on the bike. You guys are lucky.
I've always thought of my diagnosis with cancer overall. I've always thought of it as a positive experience. I've said it before and I've said it again. If I had to choose to go through cancer to have gone through cancer in the first place, I think I would do it again, because I mean it's been such a positive experience I've gotten. It's so young. I mean, I have my whole life going forward, and I now have this new positive outlook. I mean, I would never have been part of the Tour for Kids, which I've got to say is probably one of the best things in my life. It's like Christmas every year going to this. the entire experience of getting cancer. I mean, so many things have happened in my life that would never have happened otherwise. I mean, through the Tour for Kids, I actually last year got to go down and I took a bike ride with Lance Armstrong, and down in Texas, and for the Ride for the Roses. And now this year, again, I'm doing this this bike ride down from Vancouver, British Columbia, down to Austin, Texas, to raise money for the Canadian Cancer Society and the Livestrong Foundation. So it's not quite the coast to coast, but you know, it's training, exactly. Eventually, one day. But yeah, so I think overall I'm really happy, and I mean, it's because of you guys that I've taken this as a positive experience, so thanks.
Just a quick thank you again. I don't want to be repetitive. I do want to get all you guys cycling as quickly as possible, but being involved in this has just been an unbelievable experience. We come back every year from this, and on the way home we say, what an amazing group of people that we meet every year. There's new faces, there's people that we've met before, and we can't say enough about all of you. Keep up the great work, and thank you very much. Take care.
All right, to get this party started. Today, personally, this is not a marketing comment, I love riding in the rain. There's something soulful about it. I just love it. It is like slick. So be very careful. Again, be cautious. If you think you should be in a single file, be in a single file. Marshals, make sure you're looking behind and understand the traffic, etc. Double up when you think that's safer. Okay, everybody good? Good. All right. Okay, just to close it up, I want all kids cancer survivors to come up here, please. Come up here. Adam, last year we had this phone. I was on that ladder, and we basically wished him well when he was in the hospital waiting for a bone marrow. He went through bone marrow, he survived, and he's now on the bike. Mr. Gatti, now biking with Lance. I heard he's on the Radio Shack TV. This young man, pedal to the metal, right? Biking, kicking some ass, taking no prisoners. And Trevor, neatly shaven. Let's give it up to these guys. And the somber moment is the journey continues. Kids' cancer had a survival rate of around 15 or 20% 20 years ago. It's now closing on 80%, and that's through great research and great care and great programs and positive survivorship type things. We will continue that fight. Through the Sears National Kids Cancer Ride and our other research initiatives, we will put money into that. Through programs like Tour for Kids and Inside Ride, we will do survivorship and support that changes the mental outlook. This year, we lost Marisa. She was a real beacon for our organization. 2008 National Riders met her, and she became a key member of our team. She fought for over 10 years. She was in 6 different hospitals. We lost her. But even at the end, she had more power than almost anybody on the planet I've ever met. And that's the interesting thing. All these kids, they're all fighters. We can learn all so much. You guys keep thanking us, we thank them, because we're all better people because of the effort and the fight that you put in. Thanks all of you for being part of this. Thank you. Thank you for being who you are and teaching us. Thanks, everybody.
You've got good energy knocking at your door. You've got good energy. We can make it more.